Good morning, students. I am Dr. J. Maheshwari Vasigaran, Assistant Professor in the Department of Chemistry of Ayanadar Janagamal College. In this class, I am going to teach about the properties of glucose. In the previous class, we have discussed about the structural elucidation of glucose along with its configuration and conformation. Let us discuss about the properties of glucose. There are two types of properties. First one is physical properties, another one is chemical properties. Here, glucose is naturally occurring one. Is a colorless, odorless, and crystalline solid with melting point 146 degrees Celsius. It is very soluble in water but sparingly soluble in alcohol and insoluble in ether. An aqueous solution of glucose is dextrorotatory. Dextrorotatory means it rotates the plane polarized light towards the clockwise direction. The naturally occurring glucose is dextrorotatory in nature. And for this reason, glucose is sometimes called as dextrose because it rotates the plane polarized light towards right. Therefore, it is called as dextrose. And before moving into the chemical properties of glucose, we have to recall the structure of glucose. Glucose exists in three forms, in which two cyclic forms. The diacyclic forms are alpha D glucose and beta D glucose. These two are called as anomeric forms. The center one is the acyclic form or the straight chain form. Naturally, these three forms are exist, and the chemical properties of the glucose is discussed. And characteristics of the open chain aldehydic form. And the second one is the reaction characteristics of the cyclic form. First, let us see about the reactions which are the characteristic of open chain aldehyde form of glucose. First reaction is oxidation. Glucose on mild oxidation gives an acid called as gluconic acid. Glucose on mild oxidation with bromine water. Mild oxidation, it gives monocarboxylic acid. But on strong oxidation or drastic oxidation of glucose with concentrated nitric acid, it yields a dicarboxylic acid called glucoric acid or saccharic acid. It is a dicarboxylic acid. Look at this equation. Glucose on reaction with concentrated nitric acid gives a dicarboxylic acid as the product. Here the formed dicarboxylic acid is D-glucaric acid or D-glucosaccharic acid. Reagent and what is filling solution. Glucose reacts with these reagents to form actually, what is Tollens reagent? Tollens reagent is nothing but an ammoniacal solution of silver nitrate, in which the silver nitrate forms a complex with ammonia. Then, this is the salt of the monocarboxylic acid of glucose and metallic silver. Here, the Ag plus is reduced into metallic silver, and along with ammonia and water are formed as 5 byproducts. And again, glucose reacts with Fehling solution. Fehling solution is nothing but actually Fehling solution is a mixture of two solutions. First one is Fehling A, another one is Fehling B. Fehling A is nothing but copper sulfate solution, dilute copper sulfate solution, and B is alkaline sodium potassium tartrate. So glucose reacts with filling solution in the presence of a base, gives a salt of monocarboxylic acid of glucose and cuprous oxide. Here in this reaction, the cupric ion is reduced into cuprous ion. And the next reaction is reduction. Here also, like oxidation, reduction also two types. One is mild, another one is strong reduction. The mild reduction with sodium borohydrate or sodium amalgam and water yields a hexahydroxy alcohol, which is called as D-sorbitol. Okay, this is otherwise called as D-glucital. Look at this reaction. Glucose on reaction with hydrogen, okay, yields a hexahydric alcohol called as glucital. Here the terminal or carbonyl oxygen, this aldehyde group is reduced to alcohol functional group. And the drastic reduction, the vigorous reduction, drastic reduction of glucose with hydroiodic acid and red phosphorus yields N-hexane. There are 6 carbon atoms present in the molecule of glucose. Okay, therefore on strong reduction, it forms the N-hexane as the N-hexane as the product. N-hexane is the parent hydrocarbon of glucose. And then reaction with metallic hydroxide. Glucose reacts with the aqueous solution of metallic hydroxides form its salts. Reacts with hydrogen cyanide, forms an addition compound, is called as cyanohydrin. Here glucose forms 2 anomeric cyanohydrins. One is glucononitrile, another one is mannononitrile. It's an adduct, addition product. Then reaction with hydroxylamine, H2O, it eliminates a water molecule. Eliminates a water molecule. Here oxygen, and from NH2 group H2. Therefore, an oxime is formed. Okay. And then glucose also undergoes a condensation. Condensation, you know what is condensation? In addition followed by elimination is called as condensation. D-glucose also undergoes a condensation reaction with semicarbazide to form semicarbazone called D-glucose semicarbazone. Okay. This is the formula for the semicarbazone, which reacts with glucose, gives D-glucose semicarbazone. And then reaction with phenylhydrazine. Glucose reacts with glucose and fructose. Reacts with phenylhydrazine to form a compound called as oxazone. Okay, this oxazone is common for glucose and fructose. And then reaction with diols. Diols means the compound containing SH functional group. If the compound contains OH functional group, that is called as alcohol. Diol. If it contains SH as the functional group, then it is called as diols. Glucose on reaction with a strong alkalis forms a rearranged product. This rearrangement reaction is the product. And then let us discuss about the reaction which are the characteristic of the cyclic forms of glucose. First, the reaction with acetic anhydride. Okay, it reacts with acetic anhydride in the presence of pyridine At 0 degrees Celsius, it forms a penta-acetate derivative. And also it forms two types of acetyl derivatives. One is alpha form, another one is beta form. These two forms differs in its optical rotation and also with melting point. Okay, this is the main clue for the existence of two anomeric forms of glucose. Okay, readily fermented. Fermentation means any substance which reacts and releasing with glucose to form the product ethyl alcohol and carbon dioxide. Okay, this reaction is anaerobic. That is, it takes place in the absence of air. Okay, glucose and fructose forms the same type of osazole. And then action of acids. Okay. And finally fermentation. This is all about the reactions of glucose. And its uses. And glucose is a widely used carbohydrate. Glucose is used in the making of food items, and also it is used as a raw material in the preparation of vinegar, flavoring aids, syrups, and jellies and preservatives. Glucose is also used as a reducing agent in the silvering of mirror and in the reduction of indigo blue to indigo white. Thank you, my dear students. That's all. See you in the next class.